Obviously, last game was a bit of a tough one. What did you take from that loss and kind of moving forward?
We've mostly just moved forward. It was not one of our better games. Detroit was great, give them credit, and I think we moved on to our focus on Chicago.
And then, in particular, getting Dwight, back off the rest. He was kind of saying that he was kind of struggling with adjusting. How do you kind of work with guys on, encouraging them to rest when they need to, or when you feel they need to, or the training staff does?
I think it's just managing the season and thinking about the big picture, and I'm sure he'll be ready to go tonight. And he wants to play, he wants to be out there. So, but I think he understands we're trying to do what's best for him and for the group.
Do you remember any point? Two things. Remember any point in your career having 3 home games in 4 nights, and how do you prepare for that, just physically and mentally? Do you chart out guys? Maybe talking about the rest, or maybe X amount of minutes today compared to Saturday. How do you prepare for that as a coaching staff?
The home back-to-back is pretty rare. I think it's maybe happened once here in the 4 years I've been here, and just in general in a long time in the league, there aren't very many home back-to-backs. But at the end of the day, 3 and 4 is not that unusual. Usually there's a road game sprinkled in. So the minutes and kind of monitoring how we use guys. We do this a lot during a season, and I think our guys are in a pretty good place. I would expect them just to kind of play normal minutes.
You signed Gary Neal to that 10-day contract. What are you looking for from him?
Well, he's obviously a very good shooter, and I think that's we're kind of feel like shooting's an area where we could improve or could always use more, and I think we're going to push him to be that third point guard, be there if needed, if anything were to happen at that spot. And he's familiar with our system, familiar with the way we play, and so I think he could hopefully find a way to get integrated quickly and when needed help us.
Is he a guy that you had your eye on for a while, maybe in terms of just you knew him and you were familiar with him, but you just kind of waiting for him to get healthy?
Yes and no. I think obviously we've coached him several years in San Antonio, very close, very familiar with his game. And we've just kind of been keeping an eye on that third point guard market, and when there was an opportunity, we thought that was something we could do to, cover our bases. And the fact that he got healthy and, played a few D-League games and played well, just seemed like a good fit.
Coach, with Jimmy Butler in particular, I know you guys don't focus on one-on-one matchups, but he's a tough guy to slow. So, what do you kind of have in mind to kind of try to slow him down without giving away too much strategy?
Yeah, well, Thabo will get the assignment to start with, and Thabo's loves that challenge of taking the best wings in the league, and I think he'll make everything difficult for him. We'll probably throw him different looks and pick and rolls, and probably try and get the ball out of his hands at different times. Just make everything difficult on him. Keep him off the free throw line is a big important thing with Butler.
But same starting lineup as
Okay. Yep.
Thank you.